Okay, friends, today we are going to learn how to make a bear in the wintertime wearing a scarf. So the first thing we are going to do is make sure that our paper is going up and down in portrait and not side to side in landscape. So you want short on the top, long on the side, short on the bottom, long on the side. From here, you are going to take a pencil and you are going to start near the middle of your paper. Now, friends, we are going to start with kind of an oval, kind of a rectangle. So I want you to watch me first. I'm going to start with a little bit of a curved line like this. Then I'm going to go straight across the top. I'm going to do a curved line on the side and then straight across the bottom. So we're kind of rounding out the corners of what would normally be a rectangle, okay? From here, we are going to make a circle for the head. You do not want to start inside here, friends. You want to make sure that your head starts at the very outside of the shape that we just made. So on the very outsides, you're going to start here. You're going to go around to make a circle and come back, okay? Now we are going to add ears to our head, so you don't want to make it super big so it goes all the way off, but you don't want to make it teeny tiny either because our bears need a face later too. So we're going to try our very best to do a medium-sized circle. So I'm going to start from the corner, go up to the top, curve it around, and back to the side. So it almost looks like a snow globe, okay? From here, we are going to continue on with the shapes that we've been talking about, and let's do some circles. We are going to make circles for eyes. So we are going to do one circle here, and one circle here. Now friends, from here you are going to do two more circles on the inside, but you get to decide what those circles look like. So I'm just going to show you on the back of my piece of paper. You don't need to do this, but I'm going to show you the different options for eyes. So if you wanted your eyes to be just looking straight forward, you could do two circles on the inside, and today we are not going to be coloring them in. We will do that later. Okay, if you want your bear to be looking up, you're going to do kind of two U-shaped lines like this, so it looks like it's looking up. If you want your bear to be looking down, you'll do two rainbow shapes like this, so it's looking down. If you want your bear looking to the side, you're going to do a curved line to the side like this, or if you want your bear looking the other way, it can go this way. And then the last one, which is kind of a fun one, friends, is if you want your bear to look cross-eyed, you can do two circles and then one in and the other one in that way. So you get to decide you want to pick one of these. You are not going to draw all of them, just pick one. I think I would like my bear to do the looking down eyes. So I'm going to flip over my piece of paper and I'm going to do a rainbow shape here and a rainbow shape here. And remember, we do not need to color those in today, okay? We are going to move on and we are going to make the snout of our bear. So we are going to do another circle, kind of a rainbow shape, coming from the bottom. So not a complete circle, but you can see I started from this line, I curved it around and then came back. So you don't need to complete the circle at the bottom, okay? From here, you are going to do a Y, the letter Y, or you could think of it like making a triangle and then a line. So remember, we've talked about triangles are three sides with 3 points, but I think it's a little bit easier, friends, to think about it like the letter Y. So let's look at what the letter Y looks like. It has two lines like this and one line like that. That is the letter Y, okay? So on my snout here, I'm going to do two lines coming down like a triangle and then one line coming down to make a Y. And again, you do not need to color anything in today because we are leaving it all in pencil today. Okay, now we need big ears for our bears to hear with. So we are going to continue doing these kind of semicircle rainbow shapes that we've been making. So we're going to start on this side and go around once, around twice, to make an outer ear and an inner ear. And then of course our bear needs two, so we're going to go outside and then inside, just like that. Okay, so a lot of the shapes that we've been making, friends, are circles. We're going to kind of move away from our circles now, and we're going to go to kind of more of just lines rather than shapes. So we're going to make the body of our bear coming down to the very bottom. Now again, I don't want you to start inside here like this and make a really skinny body. I want our bears to be nice and ready for the winter time. So we want our lines to start at the very end of this shape and go all the way to the very bottom. So all I'm going to do is take a straight line and go all the way down. I'm going to take a straight line and go all the way down. Okay. Now we have our bear, but from here we need to give our bear a little scarf because sometimes even bears get cold in the winter time. Okay, so we are going to make 3 more lines. These lines are going to be skinny and in the middle of the body. Okay, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So you should have 2 lines on the outside for the body and 3 lines on the inside to create a scarf. From here, you are going to make 3 more lines, but instead of lines going up and down, friends, we are going to be making lines that go side to side. And we're going to do it kind of like a ladder. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's count those lines again. Line 1, line 2, line 3. I'm going to make 1 horizontal line going from line 1 to line 2. I'm going to jump down with my pencil and go line 2 to line 3. And then I'm going to jump back and go 1 to 2. Just like that. Okay. We are going to add 3 more lines and then our bear is going to be complete. Okay. We are going to make 3 lines up here in our scarf as well. And you can kind of pick where they go, but you want them to be pretty equal distant apart. So you don't want to do just 3 teeny lines, 1, 2, 3, because we're going to fill in the sections later. So I'm going to go 1, skip a little bit, 2, skip a little bit, 3. And now it looks like my bear has a little scarf on. Okay. From here, we are going to trace over all of our pencil lines with a black crayon. You are going to take a black crayon, and friends, when I say trace, I don't mean draw more things or add more things. We are just going to go ahead and go right on top of those pencil lines. So I'm going to take my crayon and go over the pencil lines. And all I'm doing is tracing over top of the lines that already exist in pencil. And you want to get every single one. Once you have every single pencil line traced, we are going to color in the eyes and the nose. Those are the only things we are coloring in. We are not coloring in the scarf, the bear, the ears, none of that. We are just doing the nose right here, this little triangle, and these 2 circles here for the pupils, which is the black part of the eye. So I'm going to color this in. Okay, and that is the first couple steps of this project.